All right, all right, all right. Welcome back, welcome back. Maybe I can not get little fucking shit stains. Whew! Goodness gracious. Woe is me. I might actually if you've not seen my most recent video, please go check it out. It is the most thing that I could absolutely use to encompass how that last guest made me feel. GC 92. Oh, cry harder. Anywho, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. I do want to hit 1,000. How about how you made them feel? What? I don't know what the fuck. I don't give a fuck about what he feels. I don't fucking care. I literally could not take that anymore because I was saying he was like racists and using the same excuses as racists, not saying that he was racist. I did call him the other word though. Yeah, no, take full fucking responsibility for that. And I don't fucking care. I need everybody to understand something. When you come in as an opposition for this topic, you are disrespecting myself and you are disrespecting the entirety of the trans community. I don't owe you shit. I don't owe you respect. I don't owe you decency. If you don't like that, you don't have to request. It's not that hard. No, Tom. I'm not going to fucking listen to your fucking bullshit. No, absolutely not on your fucking life. That's disgusting the way you think. Why are you being mean? Cry fucking harder. Why don't you, Patrick Starr? Cry fucking harder. Fail at debating? No, you literally kept going in circles. It was dumb. There was no point. And Jamal, fucking cry harder. The door is right there. Click that little button. You can hap your happy ass the fuck out of here. You feel like, yeah. Jesus Christ. Oh, Andrea, I really wish I could. There are days where I really wish that I could. Where are you, Thomas? Come out and play in my blocked list. We're going to bring up our first guest. Please continue tapping the screen. Let's try to hit 5K likes. Likes help just keep the live going. And let's TikTok know that we are real people. Zane, can I get your age, please? Also, hi, Simran.
Hello, love.
Zane, if you can't see me, I cannot hear you. And a 1, and a 2, and a 1, 2. Goodbye.
Bye.
Way to waste my time. Alrighty, we're going to move on to our next guest. Yes. The dream team. Oh, God. I could write an actual song for the three of us. It would be fantastic.
I love it.
Oh, okay. Oh, goodness gracious. If we could continue tapping the screen, I'd appreciate it. Natalie, can I get your age, please?
I am 34.
Cool. Do you think you could tell if someone in the bathroom is trans?
Nope.
W. Natalie, I take it you are an ally?
Yeah, and I just wanted to say I love you and you're doing a great job.
Thank you so much. I'll give you a follow. I appreciate it.
I'll hop out.
Have a great day.
Bye.
Cool. We're going to move on to our next guest. I don't really care if you
Hello.
spam. That is a child. My dude, you are a child.
Yeah, that had to be a fetus.
That was a child. Alrighty. We're going to move on to our next guest. Again, continue tapping to 5K likes. Ian, can I get your age, please?
18.
What year and month were you born?
I was born 2005 in March.
Get the fuck out of here.
Bye.
You try?
Yeah, absolutely terrible fucking math.
You'd think if they were going that they would at least have it figured out before they come up. If they're, at least be, make the math.
Right? Um,
Hi, thank you
Cost.
for letting me join. My name's Costa. I'm Australian, 22, male, and bisexual. How do you identify? Just so I can make sure that we're staying respectful.
No, yeah. My pronouns are she and they, and I guess my sexuality would be bisexual.
Love that for you.
Am I
Thank you for
missing anything?
confirming that.
I don't think I'm missing anything. Yeah.
I identify as a male, so he, him, of course. Of course, I don't know exactly where you're from geopolitically, so I assume it's probably the US. Am I correct there? So I'm from Australia, and obviously we have very different political stances on this whole movement. And I guess where I lie in this is trying to understand the perspective of trans and non-binary people, because I exist within the binary, right? And I don't think anybody else who identifies outside of that understands the same way that you do or your community does. So I guess I want to make sure we keep it respectful. So I would appreciate if I don't get belittled in the same way that Thomas was, and I wouldn't do that for you as well. So let's just set that tone.
Okay.
So, so from my
No,
perspective,
you're good. I understand the
yeah.
need for
So from my
wanting respect.
perspective,
Hold up, real quick. The only reason Thomas got treated the way he was is due to arrogance and absolutely being disingenuous. So as long as you're not those two, I
oh
reciprocate
yeah, I'd
the
never try
respect.
to, and I think, yeah, I think at the end of the day, it all comes down to intention, right?
Correct.
Whether they're intending to be hateful or something
Right,
that
but
they're
you
not.
also have to take into account the impact as well.
100%. And being somebody who is dark skinned, who is not a white Australian, I understand the cultural impact that it can have when minority groups are being, targeted. So I'd like to first off acknowledge any trans person in here that your experience is valid and that this is a very hard discussion to have because we've existed within male and female bathrooms for as long as we can pretty much remember. So, my question to you would be, what would constitute, what would make you feel best? Would it be a male and female bathroom, or would it be something like a more all gendered approach? Would that
So,
make you feel more comfortable?
so you're asking me like what is like my perfect world kind of thing?
Yeah, I'd love to hear that.
Yeah. No problem at all. So I would say like in a perfect world, I would say we just completely drop the whole need to separate the bathrooms at all in any way, shape, or form. And I say that because in a sense of like one of the biggest things that I get on here, of course, is parents being wanting to be with their kids. And a lot of instances I hear that people, like dads, they want to watch out for their daughters, right? But they
Yeah.
don't, some of them don't feel comfortable enough to go into the women's restroom. It's understandable. I get that.
And I think that raises a really interesting point. Sorry to cut you off because
No,
I'm
you're
a
good. Go
brother
ahead.
to two
No, you're
sisters.
good.
So I've walked into and also had, my sisters come into a male bathroom with me to make sure that, they're more protected. So I think
Right, but it can still
protection,
feel awkward, right?
it is awkward. I mean,
Yeah.
we're all in there to shit and piss at the end of the day. So,
Right.
I mean, there's
Yes.
nothing really,
Correct.
yeah, there's nothing really attractive about it.
Mm-hmm.
So I think where it lies for me is, I think having younger sisters and younger brothers is that while people may be open to exploring their gender identity, I don't know that it presents I don't want to sound almost transphobic in my approach, but it's more about I don't want my siblings or my children having to question their, going into a bathroom and saying, "Oh, is that a man and a woman and do I feel safe here because of it?" You know,
And that's why, so going back to kind of my idea is that we take away the separation completely, and that there is a one large common room, like where we wash our hands, um, and so like in a case of say your sisters where you'd be able to kind of stand, they'd be able to walk to what looks like just doors along a full wall like just a wall, and on the other side of those doors are individual like stalls, some floor to ceiling, completely closed off. The lock is only on the inside of the door. And that way,
think
like
that
you
makes
can
sense.
you can look right at that door, and you know exactly
know.
what's going on.
And I think that makes sense. And I think what is happening with this discussion worldwide is that they're confusing the fact that there are genuine cases of people being assaulted in restrooms, whether it's, a female or a male, right? We don't need to think it's a very valid concern. But what they're failing to realize and almost perpetuating is this thing that all trans people are seeking to do that, when really they're not. At the end of the day, I personally, when I was a child, I wouldn't have felt comfortable having somebody that was clearly mask presenting, but also like it would just be a little bit confusing for me. So I think while there's space to have cisgendered bathrooms, I think that should also be an approach for all gendered bathrooms, because it would make sense. It would make sense to have the privacy that people can go in, do what they need to do and leave, right?
Yeah, and unfortunately, that's not how the majority of bathrooms are not set up that way. I agree. I love the idea of the gender neutral bathrooms. From what Hayden said, absolutely 1,000%. But realistically, at this point, a majority of bathrooms are man and woman. They're not sex-based, they are gender-based. So a transgender woman is absolutely a woman. They are not a man. They have never identified as a boy or man, right? They never have. The same with a transgender man. He's a man. He never
Could this
identified.
also be said for people that identify as tomboys or more effeminate men, presenting men? People
Well,
that,
I was a tomboy growing up. That didn't make me a boy. I knew I was a girl.
so where do you feel that line stands?
I would be a woman. I would be a girl. Just because I'm a tomboy and like to play in the mud and climb trees and play sports, that didn't make me a boy man. That didn't make me transgender.
So do you believe that a lot of the negative discussion is happening due to trans people that necessarily don't present or don't pass in society? Would you say that, let's say it's a trans woman that still has their facial hair because they haven't been able to afford HRT or a gender reassignment surgery? Would you think that a lot of the hate speech and the extremist views from both sides are coming due to that?
I think that pass to piss, yes, it is absolutely a part of it. What has also happened, you got to remember that bathrooms have been in existence since 1851, right? And we, since 1851 until 2015, have had absolutely no issues with bathrooms, right? This has become a fear-mongering and propaganda hate perpetuated against this community for no valid reason. No statistical data supports the fear-mongering and propaganda that has happened since 2015. None of it supports this. None
Agreed.
of it.
And that's the same for when I felt like in Australia, gay marriage was being legalized. It was the fact that if, a child had two gay parents, that they would, turn gay, when really that's not the case. I guess fear
Right.
comes from a lack of understanding. And where
Correct.
I
Right.
view it as a bisexual man is that there hasn't been enough positive dialogue, and it has seemed very much fight fire with fire. And I had this conversation with a friend of mine recently, which was, I understand that if there's violence being, perpetuated towards trans people, I'm all for the more extremist type, discussions happening. Not saying that trans people are extremists, but there are definitely parts of the community which can tend to linger on that side. Is that if it's needed, absolutely fight fire with fire. But if it's not needed, do trans people seriously need somebody else who doesn't even care to validate their experience, right? You know, for me as a bisexual man, I didn't need somebody telling me that I was this or I was that. I knew who I was. And I don't need somebody that I've never met and will probably not have a conversation with to tell me that I'm right.
In
You know?
in an ideal world, yeah. I mean, like, it's just out of respect. Unfortunately, it's very, very difficult to, like, and that's why we do these lives, is to hopefully try to educate as many people as possible, and to hopefully to get people to understand about the trans community. And I agree. There are some characters that I think are bad players in the system. It's unfortunate. Aaron, I see you being petty in there with Chris, and I think it's fucking hilarious. Just wanted to point that out. But anyways, Costa, I would say, like, it says in my bio I match energy, and a lot of people are very arrogant about the way that they view the trans community. They think they know everything. They think that they can come up and really just try to bully their way.
Rile up. Yeah, for no
Yeah.
reason.
I'm
And I
I'm
think-
the
yeah.
immovable force to their what they perceive as an unstoppable. I'm an immovable object, excuse me, to their unstoppable force, if that makes sense.
Yeah, and I love that, you know, you've come to a place where you're able to sit very comfortably in your transness and that you're able to have conversations that back yourself up and that you're not willing to take shit from other people. What I would just suggest is don't waste your time. You know, if somebody's coming on and being arrogant, don't perpetuate that, because then that will make you look to the people in the chat that also think like that their, you know, ideas of trans people are correct. That, oh, you know, I'm just going to rile them up so then I can make them look stupid, and their whole thing is, you know, validated in that sense that you're the bad guy.
So,
Sorry,
well, that's the problem.
I was just saying,
I hear you. Okay, and I would respond, I guess, with one. You never know that somebody's approach could sound really transphobic, and what. Like, by the way, to get to the point we did with Thomas, like, I had patience for quite some time prior to it getting to that heated point. Is very much like with you. I started out like talking, and then once I started noticing the arrogance and stuff like that, that's when I started to check back against it. And it got to a point where it was just like the disingenuousness and just the because, like, it's not just about the person you're going against. It's about the people. It is about the people in the comments. You're right. You know.
Yeah,
and
like, I
for
mean,
some
I feel
people,
you.
they
I'm
need to
I'm
realize.
an ex-Christian, right? So I understand that there can be arrogance on that side, and my wish to you, my hope for you, like, I've got to go soon, so just want to put this out, is that you keep living your life authentically, that you don't let people, you know, tear you down, but also that you do inspire more change and education through the arrogance that you know, are presented with. I think it's very admirable for you to be taking a stance for your community. And, you know, I wish you all the best. I wish you and your lives all the best. Thank you for having an open and honest conversation with me. I really
No
appreciate
problem
it.
at all. Yeah,
And,
Costa, I gave you a follow. Thank you. It was
Oh, no worries.
really nice
That's
to
my
talk to you.
pleasure. You too. You have a great day. And if you need anything, just shoot me a text.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Thanks, Hayden. Bye.
Okay, W Costa. I needed that after Thomas. How's everybody else doing? Mary, Simran, how you guys doing?
Oh, I'm good. I'm just amusing myself with the comments in the chat.
Ah, are they getting down and dirty down there in the Dirty Dan?
Yeah,
Oh, we're out of
a lot of it's very unoriginal, but we have a few attention-seeking people.
oh, it's fantastic. Hi, Lily. How do you always manage to block me? I've been watching this dude beg Aaron for fucking like the last 30 fucking minutes.
Yeah, that's who I'm talking. That's who I'm bantering with back and forth.
Just absolutely begging. It is hilarious. If you think you could tell if someone in the bathroom is trans, please request. I am looking for opposition right now to have a conversation with me and my two friends for the current time being.
That's funny. He's begging to be blocked, and it's like, no, hey, you're helping to promote the algorithm. We're good.
Hey, Aaron, you
Promoting the
know,
live.
next time you got to start charging people to do services like that. Just saying. You got to. May Pedro come up for it? Yeah. Yeah, just for like a couple minutes, Pedro. Ooh, that was my shoulder. I don't know how well this mic picks up sound, but
I heard that.
yeah, that was my shoulder. I'm okay. Everything is okay. We're okay. I'm okay.
Hi, Pedro.
Hi, Pedro.
Hello.
How are you?
I am very sorry for texting you yesterday.
Oh, no. You're
saw-
fine.
I
You're
saw
fine. You're
that.
fine. How are you feeling?
Um,
Did you
All
get
right.
rest?
little
Just a little bit?
bit, because after that my mom came and woke me up. I slept at her place.
I mean, like, that's not the worst thing ever.
No, I know. Still feeling like shit.
That's fair.
But
That's
you
fair.
know, I heard you smoke. No, you don't. No,
Gotta
no,
watch the
no,
words.
No, you don't. You don't.
I partake.
You partake.
I partake.
We need to talk about that on Discord. Pretty please.
I partake. Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
If you know, if any of my friends, like in the chat, if they'll tell you, guys, if I can't even say it with a straight face. This isn't helping my case. I am a routine gardener. Gardening is my profession outside of doing this and working in the shipping industry. I'll be okay. I promise.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Pedro, you anything else you want to say, or are you just gonna message me in Discord?
I have a question. When I called you yesterday, I called you.
Yeah.
What did I say? I need to know because I don't know. I texted lots
You
of
just,
friends.
you need to message me on Discord. Message me on Discord. Nothing bad. Let me preface it with that. It was nothing bad. But there are like certain details that I cannot say on live, if that makes sense.
Aye, fuck.
Yeah. So just message me on Discord.
Yeah, I will.
I'm sure I'll get a group call going or something. It's either tonight or tomorrow or something.
Yes.
All right.
Bye.
Bye, Pedro.
Bye, Pedro.
Alrighty. We're gonna move on. Hi, Jade. I see the Jade. Does that say beer?
Oh, can you not see the whole name?
No, wait. What does it say? Beer. Hold on. Wait.
De-rest the bot.
Beerus the bot.
There you go.
Alrighty. How old are you?
Is this 32?
Oh, dude. 1993?
Oh shit. 2025, I guess. Damn.
Please don't fail me right now.
That's
but-
how you know you're old.
Dude, no, please don't say this because I am 32, born in 1993. You are
Wait,
now
wait.
going to make me feel fucking
December?
old if you can't do this math. No, I was
December?
born in January.
Damn it. Close.
Oh, you're on back end of the year 1992, huh?
It hurts. It hurts.
Ah, it's okay. It's
but
okay.
is this a serious question? Like, you know, some people don't do
So-
this very well.
Right. What do you mean?
Like, so, not to give too much about my job, but I work in a place where it's very public, where people come and go all the time. And one of the things I have to look out for is, it's very sad, but I have to look out for people who are like predator-like trying to go into the bathrooms. And so I never look for the transgender community in that kind of nature, but a person who's not trying to look like a woman or a person who's not really trying to look feminine at all, going into the women's restroom, is always a red flag to me. Like, I've seen people who really try, but it's just until you go through the procedures, until you really take the time to understand what a womanhood is, and like I would have to talk individually, case by case by case by case. And
like-
just by doing that, it makes it invalidated. So it's just, it's kind of hard.
So, are you telling me that there's no way to actually tell?
Yeah, it's basically hard not to tell that. Like, I could obviously tell what gender you are, although it might not align with what you believe you are, if that makes sense.
I'm so
Wow.
sorry. Oh, this is gonna be
Wow.
fun. Oh, this is gonna be fun. What are you saying that I am? Like, if I were to walk into the women's restroom, would your red flag alarm go off? Bud.
Due to certain things that you can and cannot say versus protected things, I'm going to refrain from answering that. Although
No,
you understand what I'm going.
just say it. Just say it.
Come on,
Say it. Just say
Come on,
it.
let's
You could
go.
obviously,
Say it to my face.
you could
Come on, say it to my
obviously,
Just
Let's
you could
go.
obviously,
Say it to my face.
you could
Come on, say it to my
obviously.
just say it.
I'm not,
Get
no,
it
no,
off
I'm
your
not going to say
chest.
anything.
Literally.
There's nothing
Get
on my
it off
chest
your
that I can get
chest.
off of
Okay.
because it's very
Can
visible.
I let you know? By not saying something, you said everything.
Exactly, and that's not, and that's. I
And
mean, you
that
can read
is
between the
that
lines,
is
but
that
you
is
can't,
that
you can't
that's
assume
and
anything.
but I 100% do now because of your answer. 100%.
Okay, whatever
If you're
answer, and
you're
then
going
whatever
to
answer you
if
say-
you're going to assume what I am, let's play the assumption game, bud.
Okay, let's see if you win there. If you play the assumption game based on physical features,
No. We'll play the assumption game. The last guy to
based
play
on
this lost.
based on
And-
physical features, you're telling me
can
based
I-
on what I've said, which is very elusive, you think you
Are
can
you-
have a. Oh, go ahead. Sorry, I didn't know
Are
you were
you
interrupting. Mary.
a transmedicalist?
Are we acting like that's a thing?
Are you a transmedicalist?
Am I a trans medicalist?
Yes.
Are you?
Absolutely not.
Okay, so why are we talking
do you
about?
know what a
listen,
transmedicalist
I always
is?
like when
Because
people
you
bring up stuff
because
like
you
this.
said
Are you
said at the
are you a pilot?
Dr.
when
P,
you
thank
said
you for the heart me. I'm
originally-
sorry.
Mary,
When
I
you
understand.
read-
Hey,
when-
Mary, I understand you're going with the scenario, but if you trying to tell me that if I'm in a plane and I see that the plane is starting to go down, that I can't tell the pilot, "Hey, yo, man, it looks like you're going down."
So
You're
my
telling me
question
I
to
can't have
you-
a common sense opinion.
My-
Here's that common
on
sense.
factual
Oh,
reality.
my
common
question to you
Thank
is
you, Mary.
for somebody to be a transgender woman that they have to have all the surgeries, top and bottom, for them to be a transgender woman in your eyes.
Well, no. That would just make it less likely for me to spot it.
okay. So
Wow, are you checking
Yeah,
genitalia?
like you don't understand my take on this.
Are you checking genitalia to
Yeah.
determine if somebody has had the bottom surgery or not?
You know what's funny? You don't need to check
yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
Wow.
Because you're going to make terrible assumptions that you're not going to know the answer to, and I promise you're going to lose that fucking assumption game. The last guy to play it did. Beer, if I can't see you, or if you can't see me, I can't hear you. You got 3 seconds.
Are we teacup?
2, 1. I don't care if you got a phone call. Alrighty. Gonna move on to the next
That's
guest.
wild. I'm
Nah,
sorry.
that's-
No,
No, you're
was
fine,
wild.
Mary. Clock that shit. You did. You clocked that shit. I appreciate it. Oh, I can't say that word. As much as I partake in that word. This word I can say, and I want to defeat it. I'm kidding. Why did you choose oligarchy as your...
I don't know what it means. Okay.
What the fuck you mean? What do you mean you don't know what it means?
No, I do know what it means, but I heard it a while ago and I really like the sound of it.
Okay.
Okay, but
Okay.
alright.
Do you...
So you-
How old are you, first of all?
I'm 21.
Okay. And do you think you could tell if someone in the bathroom is trans?
Very easily.
Okay,
I'm
cool.
not saying
How?
this. Okay, I'm not. Let me first start off. I'm not trying to be disrespectful.
Okay, stop right there.
No, I'm not
Just
gonna
say
be
what you're gonna say.
disrespectful.
No, because you're gonna be disrespectful. Just say it. Just say it.
So this is going to paint the picture for you.
I don't give a
I'm a
fuck.
Muslim person, so I cannot show anyone who was once a man. I cannot show my hair to. I cannot show like pieces of me too. But we
Okay.
can with girls.
I'm
I
not
wish-
Muslim.
I know you're not.
So
I'm just
why
telling you my
is,
belief.
is
No,
this
I'm
a
just telling
Muslim
you
country?
how no, I'm just telling you why I've started to clock. I live in the UK quite clearly from my accent.
Right. And
And
last time I checked, that's not a Muslim country either,
no,
and
it's not. It's not a Muslim
you're
country.
allowed to kind of, you know,
I know it's not a Muslim country
partake
at
in
all.
whatever religion
I'm
you
not
want.
saying it is. I know that I moved to a non-Muslim country. Why?
I don't
and
have to respect anybody's religion if I
No,
don't want
I'm
to.
just
For
saying
anybody
the
in the
reason
comments that
to
was
why.
saying that, I
You
don't
said,
have
how
to.
do you know? How do you know somebody is using the bathroom as trans? Because I'm a Muslim person, we've had to clock it because I live in the UK. When somebody comes in that's trans, I think it's very obvious. Okay, let me tell you,
It's
man.
not
A woman.
obvious.
Okay, so a man that
It's
went and tried
not
to be a woman.
obvious.
A man
It's
that has
not
gone and tried to look
obvious.
like a woman, they still walk like a man, talk, sound like a man,
Oh my
have the body
goodness.
shape of a man, and they're trying to
Wow.
portray the men's
How old are
version
you?
of a woman. They don't end
How
up
old
looking
are
like
you?
a
21.
man. They
Hey,
end
what
up
is
looking
your
like a man's version of a
I have a
woman.
question. Oligarchy. What year and month were you born?
Sorry?
What year and month were you born?
So my entire birthday. So
What?
2004 April.
You did your math incorrectly. You would not
I'm
be
gonna say
21
I'm
yet.
turning 21.
Yeah, we're at the beginning
You
of the
lied about your age. Get the fuck off my panel. Next time, don't say I'm almost turning 21 or I'm 20 and I'm almost turning 21. Do not lie. I don't give a fuck if you are over the age of 18. Because you lied, get the fuck off my panel. Because you lied. Because you literally, do I have anything that says 21 and up? Are you, just absolutely dense black hole, you. Holy criminy sakes. You make a sack of bricks look like, or feel like a bag of feathers. Okay? Fantastic.
Did you see Beaver's comment too? Beaver said he also gave a fake age and fake month.
Awesome. Kaden, can I get your age, please?
I'm 18.
What year and month were you born?
2006,
What month?
January.
Your math is garbage. 2006 January, you'd be 19. I'm so absolutely sorry, but who the fuck do you think I am? Like, who the fuck do you the fuck do you take me for? Urin, can I get your age, please? Urine, I don't know.
My name is Urine, darling.
Cool.
It's
Can I get your
Urine.
age?
I'm 36.
Cool. And do you think you'd be able to tell if someone in the bathroom is trans?
Of course I would. How dare you? Of course you can see how fabulous they are. Hello? There's a clear difference that you can tell that a trans person is in the bathroom.
They just
because
slay more,
they are
right?
gorgeous. I'm like, girl, if a trans woman walks in, I'm like, duh. I'm like, what? I'm like, am I in the right room? I'm like, no, I can't even computate the fact that I'm like proud. I'm like proud because people are in the correct space, you know? People are in the correct space. They have the, let's use an old term. They have the cojones. They have the cojones to
Thank you,
get
Stone.
out there and be themselves and, and take it on the chin. Us queer people, we have been fighting since the beginning of time. There used to be no visibility at all. There used to be nothing. And throughout the 90s and the 2000s, man, we fought. And I tell you something, queer people don't let these straight people do your head in. You better just get out there. You better get out there and you make them eat it. You make them eat it.
Urine, I'm I'm following you, but I am looking for opposition, so I am gonna drop you
I
down.
know, darling. I know.
You
But
are amazing.
you have to measure it out. You have to measure it because your followers. When you have a lot of followers and they're all hideous, you gotta balance it out with some glamour.
I
Also, it's
needed,
just a bunch of
yes.
negativity all the time.
I needed some fabulousness, and I appreciated that.
And these people don't know what fabulous is. Ugh.
Thank you.
Don't. Anyway, girl, have a good one.
Thank you. You too. Cheers.
Oh,
Bye.
that was lovely.
Oh, I like that. W, you're in the chat. All right, we're going to move on to the next person. This person gave me a gift and asked if they would bring me up, so I said sure. We're gonna wait. Thank you again, Yearn, for the follow. Appreciate it. They are not loading in. Rika, thank you so much for the heart, man. I appreciate that. We're gonna go on to the next guest. I don't know. They just didn't load in. They can yeah. Acceptance. Can I get your age, please?
I'm 22. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
Perfect. Now.
It sounds like you've eaten your mic.
I said I'm perfect now.
Okay. And do you think you could tell if someone in the bathroom is trans?
Oh shit. No.
W. Awesome. All right, dude. I'm going to drop you down. Thank you so much. Fantastic. We're going to move on to the next guest. Oh, Stone is back. Stone, can I get your age, please?
19.
What year and month were you born?
May.
What year?
Nigger.
Got you before you could say the F1. Dumbass. Oh, and I guess that guest, okay, I've only got friends, so I am going to end here. Friends, hit me up on Discord. I might, put together like a little, what's it called? Group call. Holy smokes, I can think
Voice
and
chat?
speak. Yes, voice chat. Mary, I think, do I have you on Discord? Yes? Maybe?
I don't know. I don't think so. I'll DM you my Discord
Perfect.
name.
Also, I'm gonna do a couple more things really quick before I sign off. Big thank you to Mary and Sim. They are always amazing co-hosts, and I do appreciate always having them up. Big thank you to my mods, because I would not be able to do what I do without you guys. I appreciate everything you guys do. I really, really do. To all my friends, thank you guys as well. Everybody who gifted, you guys were awesome. I do want to say, if you want to watch kind of what my reaction would look like in the car after I deal with some of these people on chat, go check out my most recent video. Otherwise, if you would like to join my Discord server, please message me, like a direct message here on TikTok, and I will send you that link. And then one last thing real quick before I end, if you need to follow me for my next live, go ahead and do that really fast. Okay, I think that about covers it.
Go do the thing before you do a voice chat.
Do the what thing?
Do the thing.
What thing?
Go do your hobby.
My
Go engage in
oh
your hobby.
yeah. Well, wait, no. I can do that on the VC.
Oh, true.
That I can do on the VC. That is the beautiful thing. Casserole, hi.
Hey, Casserole.
You just did you just get in here?
I didn't see her before. She must have just got here.
Oh. Block me, please. No, don't. Thank you for that. Who asked about my mic? Oh, yeah. That is one more thing. This mic that I am currently, what's it called? That I'm currently talking on. Chubby Ginger, down in the comments. Can we get a W Chubby for purchasing this mic for me off of my Amazon wish list? Because I absolutely love this mic. and it's beautiful, and it changes colors, and I love it so very 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 much. It's a lot of fun. But no, Chubby, you're right. You deserve recognition, because my streams would not be this good if it wasn't for all of you guys and my mic. So thank you guys so much, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye.